Hi there, Commanders. GuardianE here with another pull video in Goddess of Victory, Nikke. And here we have the limited time recruitment pickup banner for Ludmilla Winter Owner. So the first of the two winter seasonal units that we're going to be getting in Nikke this year. And she looks absolutely magnificent. And she's no slouch on the battlefield either. She definitely pulls her weight. So, of course, she's going to be at the 2% out of the overall 4%, and they did reveal how they're going to be handling limited units for rerun purposes. So, we got Winter Rupee and Winter Anne available here as 0.5%, so they're sharing a 1% rate, basically. There's not going to be an individual rate for them, they're just going to be sharing that 1% rate. There's pros and cons to this. It's a double-edged sword for sure. I don't mind it so much. It will make it kind of begs the question of how they're going to handle it going forward in future years, if just all the limiteds are going to be kind of stuck on a 1% and just splitting that, or how they're going to be handling it. But out of the batch, of course, we want Ludmilla, and we have Rupee, we don't have Anne. So getting Anne would actually be a big win for me. I would like to get her, of course. So let's get started. Let's get into it. We've got plenty of advanced vouchers. Let's get cracking. We're hoping for a little redemption today. I gotta say, our pulls in Nikke have been... They've left us wanting. I'll just put it that way. So, okay, starting things off with an SR, and it doesn't transition, does not fake us out. So this is going to be straight up purple multi. Never feels good, never feels good. Alright, but we're just getting started, of course. Let's get into the next one here. Okay, so I didn't pull for Anne the first go around. It was pretty early in the life of the game, so we were there was an open question about how resources would be. So I didn't go for another purple. Okay. Okay. But of course I would love to get her. It would be great to see her. I did go through the Miracle Snow again, the new voiced version. It hit even harder the second time. It hit even harder the second time. It's just as good. I was sobbing. I was for sure ugly crying. That hit real hard. It hit real hard again. So I'm looking forward to, of course, this event with the hot springs. What a concept. Gotta love the hot springs in the winter. All right, third multi. Come on, we gotta get something. We gotta get something. Why? Why? Why must you do this to me? I think we're coming down off of like 3 multis in a row where we've gotten no SSRs. So I don't know. All I want is to not get destroyed. That's like what I'm ultimately looking for here, is to just not get destroyed. 4 multis in though, and averages would dictate that we would get an SSR here, but we all know that rates are just a number, right? Okay, okay, alright. It is a gold. Come on, please. Haven't I suffered enough? Come on, the season of giving. The season of giving, right? Okay, alright, that was what, number 9? Number 9? Alright, 2, 3, there's Micah, 4, oh man, I'm nervous, 6, 7, 8, okay, it might be the next one. Okay, here we go. Tetra, she is Tetra, come on, end it here, please, please, yes, thank you, thank you. Oh boy, she looks magnificent. Oh man, whew, that's good. That's such a relief. I mean, finally, that honestly wasn't even incredible luck, but I don't care. I'm just happy to get her. That's all I want. I just wanted to get her. That is great. That is great. Unfortunately, we didn't get Anne. We didn't get another copy of Rupee. But hey, you know what? I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth. I'm not going to look a beauty like her in the mouth and say no, right? So let's go ahead and take a closer look at her and use her in battle for a little bit, talk about just general impressions of the character. But yeah, I'm super happy to have her. Definitely happy that went, you know, it could have been a lot worse. A lot worse. Alright, so here she is. She looks spectacular. The idle animation here, or the tap animation with the gust of wind. Going ahead and disheveling her absolutely beautiful kimono. The aesthetics are out of this world. Got the butterflies and the ribbon, the high slit really showing off the thigh with the garter and the stockings. The low-cut design of the kimono with her sumptuous curves is just absolutely delectable. We're gonna go ahead and see what gear we've got. So we've only got one spare. I don't think I only have one spare Tetra gear. I probably have a bunch of others that I haven't overloaded that I could probably give to her if I want to. We'll have to decide how we're going to handle that. Out of the gate, we're just going to give her 4s, just because that's kind of like the base threshold. Like if you're gonna be overflowing with those materials, so I always just basically give everybody a skill level 4, and then kind of like look a little bit further into the dynamic of the character. But she's quite strong. She's actually quite strong. She has a built-in bastion effect to her. For her weapon, so that just means she has huge amounts of refund when she's firing her gun. She's going to get a bunch of ammo back, paired with the Bastion Cube that just gives her that much more in her pocket as far as ammo is concerned, which is great. Lets her really stack on the buffs. Every 60 bullets, she gets a buff to, I believe, her crit rate, damage overall. She hits like a truck. I mean, she's just going to have a steady stream of bullets. Alright, so let's take her for a spin. I did pair her at this point for this test run with the schoolgirls, because they do give additional core hit damage, and she is definitely gets advantages and bonuses based on core hits. And that shooting animation is absolutely magnificent. It's fantastic. They could have gone the route of just obfuscating the view, and they did not, and I am incredibly grateful. They definitely delivered. They definitely delivered. Here's her burst animation. Really beautiful, kind of serene, you know, almost like, I don't know, I like it. I do like how calm it is. It's not like bombastic or dynamic really too much, but it does, I think, yield itself to good representation and presentation on the home screen if you do Max Limit Breaker. But yeah, oh my god, that shooting animation is incredible. So yeah, she's fantastic. Again, she's basically revs up, goes burr, and gets a constant stream of bullets her way, and tons of buffs associated with her her continuously firing and reaching like the 60 bullets. So yeah, really, really potent stuff. She is going to be a water attacker, I believe. Yeah, she's a water attacker. And she might not necessarily reach the levels of Modernia as a straight flat number, but of course, when you're up against a fire opponent and fire enemies, you know, she's going to get that bonus. And she's not that far away from Modernia damage. And the fact that she's not a pilgrim, she is going to be limited, of course, but the fact that she's not a pilgrim and she is dealing a ton of damage, and she's filling a void and a gap, I think, for a lot of people for a really, really strong machine gunner, if they don't have Modernia right now. So, I mean, obviously, I think that she's just worth pulling for the absolutely gorgeous design alone. But yeah, she's definitely going to help people bust through campaign, work their way through Tetra Tower, you know, whatever gaps people currently have, commanders currently have in their Tetra teams. You know, she's definitely going to be a great DPS in that regard. Yeah, she's definitely going to serve that purpose. Oh my god, that view is absolutely amazing. God, that view, and that reload animation too. Terrific design. And then let's go ahead and take a look at the chibi here. Oh, very cute. Look at her saunter forward like that, full of confidence, just brimming. Perfect. Alright, okay. Alright, well that is what we're going to call it. Let me know down below how your pulls for Ludmilla went, if you did pull for her. If you're saving for Micah, let me know. Let me know if you ended up getting any of the rate ups or the seasonals from last year in your pulls. I've enjoyed day 1 of the event so far, eager to get into day 2. I'm liking it. I like the mini event, like the theming, love the premise. You know, it's got a lot of potential, so I'm absolutely looking forward to getting through that story. So hopefully you all enjoyed the video. If you did, please feel free to leave us a like, comment, subscribe to the channel for more Goddess of Victory Nikke content. We thank you all so much for watching, for taking time out of your day to spend with us. We really do appreciate it. And until next time, let's defend that outpost.